Okay, so as usual, let's begin with 3 ohms. And before we do that, bring your awareness of everybody who is over here into you. And we'll begin with the first of 3 ohms. Let's take a deep breath in. Our usual disclaimer: when you attend this session, you do so with the understanding you're responsible for your own well-being. Life in Yoga and our volunteers like me and others are not responsible for the outcome of your participation here. So with that as the guidance, please make sure that whatever you do with such light effort, whereby you can be in meditative focus all the time. And that is the prescription of yoga as to how yoga practices should be done. So a good way to ensure that is to watch your breath and make sure the breath is always slow and smooth. And as long as that is the case, you're unlikely to do any strenuous motion. There can be no strain in any practice that you do in yoga. So now let's begin with the chakra vibrations. So we can begin focusing at the perineum, and as we press in the little finger, we go with Lam. Take a deep breath in. Lam. Lam. Release the fingers, continue. Lam. Bring the awareness an inch or so above the perineum, pressing on the ring finger with the thumb. We squeeze behind the pubic area as we do VAM. VAM. Release the fingers, continue. Vam. 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 Last time. Vam. Bring the awareness behind the navel, and as you draw in there, we do Ram, pressing on the middle finger with the thumb. Ram. 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 Release the fingers, continue. Ram. 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 Release the fingers. Continue. Ram. 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 Bring the awareness to the middle of the chest, in between the breasts, and here as we draw in, we do yum. Yum. Release the fingers, continue. Yum. Last time. Yum. Now, bring the awareness to the throat, and here we do hum. Thumbs up, loose twist. Hum. Release the hand, continue. Last time. Bring your awareness to the middle of the head, and there we do chum, thumbs up, loose fist. Chum. Release the hand, continue. Now bring the awareness to the top of the head. There we do Om. Release the hand, continue. Last time. Now we go on to the Ujjayi Pranayama, the happy face breathing. And all of you here know how to do it, so please proceed. Just in case if anybody is there who needs some guidance, bring your awareness to the lowermost part of the mouth. As you inhale, feel a mild sucking sensation. As you do that, and exhale, a reverse sensation. The breath must be slow and long, and only breathing through the nose. So please continue. Now, as we continue the Ujjayi, we can do the shoulder rotations. Inhale, lift up the shoulders. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. And continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. And now hands at the chest. And as you inhale, stretch up and look up. Exhale, bring the hands by the side and slowly bring it down. As you inhale and look up, slightly stretch backward. And as you exhale in Ujjayi, slowly come back, chin down and to the front, and continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Today, we can do both the hands and legs together. So if we go back a little bit, I'll go back a little bit so you can. Okay. So as you inhale, As you inhale, raise the palms up and push out your heels. And as you exhale, make a fist and bring it down and point the toes away from you. Last inhalation, last exhalation. Now we go around the wrist. Inhale, half a circle. Exhale, complete the circle and continue. Last on this side, let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now we can interlock the hands and bring it behind the head and take a deep breath in, stretch out the elbows and pull back the shoulders. And as you exhale, twist to one side, inhale, come back. Exhale, twist the other way, inhale, come back, and continue. Last exhalation, inhale, come back. Get hold of the elbows behind the head. And as you exhale, pull on one elbow, inhale, come back. Exhale, pull on the other elbow, inhale, come back. And continue. Last exhalation. Now we will do the spinal twist to the right. As we exhale, we do ah, and the same for left and back. And to the front, we do the humming sound. Take a deep breath in and twist to the right. Ah. To the left. To the back. Chin to the chest. Second round, twice in each direction to the right. Second time. To the left. Second time. To the back. Second time. Chin to the chest. Third time, or third round, 3 times in each direction to the right. Last time. To the left. Now to the back. Second time. Last time. Chin to the chest. Last time. Now we can go on to crossing one leg over the opposite thigh and get hold of the knee on the top. And as you exhale, pull the knee towards the opposite shoulder as you turn the head the other way. So take a deep breath in. And then we do lum as we squeeze at the perineum. Lum. Second time. Lum. Third time. Lum. Last time. Lum. Let's cross the other leg over. Lum. 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 Last time. Lum. Now we can stand up. And those of you who don't have good balance, you can remain seated. Those of you who are standing, keep the feet shoulder width apart or slightly wider so that you have good balance inside of the feet parallel to each other. And those of you who are seated, it's quite okay. You can be any way you like, but keep the back straight, and everybody bring the hands to the hips behind the back. As you inhale, push on one hand and make a backward arch, leaning in that direction of the hand that you're pressing. Exhale, come up. Inhale, push on the other side and make the backward arch that side. Exhale, come up. And continue this. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now, let's get hold of the elbows behind the back. Take a deep breath in. Pull back the shoulders and lift up the chin and lean backwards. Inhale and exhale into the stretch you feel along the spine. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly come up. Keep the chin up and shoulder pulled back. And as you exhale, begin leaning from the hips, making sure the back is perfectly straight. Chin up all the time, shoulder pulled back. With each exhalation, come down a little bit more. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, release the hands and bring it towards the floor. If the palms don't touch the floor, bend at your knees and place the palms on the floor. Then as you inhale, push on your hands and feel the weight on your hands. And as you exhale, come back to your feet. So we do this rocking motion. Inhale forward, exhale backward. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Now get hold of your ankles, and as you exhale, try to come down a little bit more, and then take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, twist to the left. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, twist to the right. Take another deep breath in, come back to the middle. Again, get hold of the ankles, and as you exhale, pull yourself even further down. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, drop the head in between the knees. And as you inhale, come back up. Now get hold of the hips. And those of you who are seated, if you want to hold something for support, you can do that. And you can go around the hips. Inhale, half a circle. Exhale, complete the circle. And continue. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Last inhalation and last exhalation. Let's go reverse. Did we complete both sides? Yes, we did. So now let's take a seat and we can do the alternate nostril breathing. So as you inhale, begin from the left nostril and visualize it going to the right side and arch around and come right to the awareness comes to the middle of the head, right at the hairline at the forehead. That is the visualization when you complete the inhalation. When you exhale, you exhale to the right nostril and feel again, visualize an arc coming through the left side and going out of the right nostril. And then inhale from the right, exhale to the left. So please continue. When you complete the last exhalation through the left nostril, we can go on to Kapalbhati. Now we can do 5 or 6 breaths of Bahya Kumbhaka. So take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, pull up the pelvic floor. Take the abdominal area in, exhale out of the chest, and bring the chin to the chest. Hold out the breath. Whenever you can hold out the breath no more. Slowly inhale. Deep breath, and again go on to exhaling as before. Once you complete the last breath, we can do 3 or 4 breaths of Bhramari. Now we can go on to the spinal mantra. So here we go. We do the 7 mantras from the feet and ankle to the knees to the lowermost part of the spine, which is in between the buttocks and the back, and then the lumbar spine, the thoracic spine, the cervical spine, neck, and then in the back of the head, in the very top, called the Shikha point. The mantra for the feet and neck are the same, that is Aim. Now let us begin from the feet and ankle with mantra Aim, moving to knees where we vibrate Shim, and move on to the base of the spine where we do Jim. Aim, Shim, Jim. Aim, Shim, Jim. I'm Shim 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 Jim. Now we move from the base of the spine to the lumbar region, then to the thoracic or the back region of the spine with Jim, Jaim, Haim. So let's go. Jim, Jaim, Haim. 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 Jim, Jaim, Haim.
Jim Jime Heim, 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 Jim Jime Heim. Now we move from the thoracic spine to the spine and the neck to the back of the head with Haim, Aim, Om. Let's go. Haim, Aim, Om, 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 Haim, Aim, Om. Now we do all the 7 mantras in sequence, starting from the feet and ankle. Aim, Shim, Jim, Jime, Haim, Aim, Om. 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 I'm Shim Jim Jime Haim I'm 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 Om.
Now we can get on to our 3 rounds of Bhastrika. Let's begin with the first round. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exit. 10. Exit. 11. Exit. 12. Exit. 30. Exit. 40. Exit. 50. Exit. 60. Exit. 70. Exit. 80. Exit. 90. Exit. 20. Exit. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Brahmari. Let's get ready for the second round. Exit. Inhale. Exit. 2. Exit. 3. Exit. 4. Exit. 5. Exit. 6. Exit. 7. Exit. 8. Exit. 9. Exit. 10. Exit. 11. Exit. 12. Exit. 30. Exit. 40. Exit. 50. Exit. 60. Exit. 70. Exit. 80. Exit. 90. Exit. 20. Exit. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Brahmari. Last Bhastrika, let's get ready. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 4. Exhale. 5. Exhale. 6. Exhale. 7. Exhale. 8. Exhale. 9. Exhale. 10. Exhale. 11. Exhale. 12. Exhale. 13. Exhale. 14. Exhale. 15. Exhale. 60. Exhale. 70. Exhale. 80. Exhale. 90. Exhale. 20. Exhale. Ujjayi Kumbhaka followed by Bhramari. Now we can get ready for meditation. Mentally tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and I care about nothing. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. I let go of everything. As you let go of everything, feel a lightness come on into you. And if you have a preferred method of meditation, you can do that. Otherwise, visualize a rising vibration from the lowermost part of the sternum going through you and out of the top of the head. And visualize that flow as 3 syllables. Haim Im Om, Haim Im Om, Haim Im Om. And as you do that, we will have Om playing in the background. Mentally affirm to yourself, I'm not this body or the mind. I am the eternal spirit. And mentally seek guidance from this eternal spirit to fulfill the purpose for which you are born. Visualize a downflow from the top of from far above coming through the head and through the body. And become aware of the senses from the top of the head all the way down to the bottom of the feet. And whenever you're ready to open the eyes, first raise the palms and bring it a few inches in front of your eyes, and then take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly open the eyes and look straight into the palm of the hands. With that, we end the session today for the practice, but then today being Sunday, we have the time for any discussion. So please feel free to unmute and ask any questions you may have or any discussion you would like to have.
Dr. Rajan, we do the chakra vibrations now. I just want you to enumerate all the chakras starting from bottom to the top.
You want to do what?
Chakra vibration, names of chakras.
Okay. The names of the chakra are Muladhara chakra, and in English we call it as the root chakra, and the mantra associated with it is Lam. The second one, that is behind the pubic area, an inch above the perineum, is called the Swadhisthana chakra, and in English it is called the sacral chakra, and that is has the mantra Vam. And then behind the navel, in the middle of the body, you have the Manipura chakra, and it is in English you call it as the navel chakra, and there the mantra is Ram. And in between the breasts, in the middle of the body, you have the Anahata chakra, called the heart center in English, and that is there the sound vibration is Yam. Then at the throat, you have the chakra, and of course in
throat. What is throat?
chakra,
Hum.
I can't hear it.
chakra is
What chakra is that? Throat one?
Vishuddhi chakra.
Vishuddhi chakra. Okay.
And then the middle of the head is called the Agnya chakra, and it is typically called in English the head center, and there we do the sound Sham.
Sham, yeah, Agnya chakra.
And then top of that is called the Sahasrara chakra, and in English you call it as the crown chakra, and it is the sound vibration there is Om.
Can we get these names either on YouTube or this one, Google?
Sure. If you have a copy, you will find everything there.
Okay. Because whatever you said is remember, but it's difficult to remember all of them.
But this is already recorded. So you can go to the YouTube and look at this recording again. You'll have everything. You may want to just order the copy of the book, from Amazon. And that will give you, you'll have a handy of everything we do is there in the book.
What is the name of the book?
Yoga Concepts for Global Applications. So I will show you what it looks like. If you go to, I'm sharing the website here. Actually, if you go to and just put into Amazon and you put in, actually, by the way, all of you, we have Amazon gives us 0.5% of any purchases as donation. So if you, for that, you need to go to smile.amazon.com. So if you put smile.amazon.com and there you put in yoga concepts for global application, you will get the book over there, and this is what the book looks like. Okay?
Yes, thank you very much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Doctor,
Rajan, how does each chakra affects physical body?
Okay. The physical body, each chakra controls is thought to control the particular organs that are in that region. Okay? So I need to be a little more specific. The chakras are sitting on the Sushumna Nadi. And the Sushumna Nadi is where Samana Vayu flows. I presume, given your background, you know from the Ayurvedic perspective, they talk about the 5 kinds of communication, 5 pranas.
Yes.
And when you do any puja and when you offer the offering, you do pranaya swaha, apanaya swaha, vyanaya swaha, udanaya swaha, samanaya swaha, and then brahmane swaha, right? So the thing is, what happens is, these refer to 5 types of communication. And among the 5 types of communication, those that relate to the physical body most, what relate to it most are the Apana Vayu and the Vyana Vayu. Apana controls the earth elements, the tissues in the body, and the Vyana controls the fluid elements in the body. Okay? And so those are the ones that you would most closely relate to conventional understanding of anatomy and physiology in the body. So now the chakras are situated along the Sushumna Nadi, which has the Samana Vayu. What does the Samana Vayu do? The Samana Vayu, a part of it, you can call it as the gene expression. So the Samana Vayu on the deeper side is your programmed entity, and the other side is whatever the environment is hitting you. And the Samana Vayu, knowing your inner element and what the outer element is demanding, it projects out to deal with the situation that it faces. Okay? Now, the Samana Vayu, while it is engaging in the activity, the Samana Vayu is going through the Sushumna Nadi, and that is where all the chakras are sitting. In order to engage and work with anything, the Samana Vayu is giving the instruction, the gene expression. But what does the gene expression do? It goes and works in each element of your body part to make you function, to fulfill the demand. So what happens is, the lowermost chakra, the Muladhara chakra, deals with the physical elements and particularly the lower parts of the body that give you balance and anchors you. Now, the Swadhisthana chakra will deal with the physical elements in the reproductive organs and the kidneys. Then the Manipura chakra will deal with the digestive organs. The Anahata chakra will deal with the cardiorespiratory system. The Vishuddhi chakra will deal with the throat related, the ENT area, the entire ENT area. And then, of course, the Ajna chakra is the controller of everything that is there in the whole, all the 5 lower chakras. And the Ajna and the Sahasrara chakra is the connection beyond the physical body into the higher domain. Now, each of these chakras have their own higher function beyond the physical body. You asked only about the physical body. The chakras don't control the physical body alone. There is a psychic dimension to the chakras because the Sushumna Nadi is balancing both the physical and your spiritual being, right? The Samana Vayu. So each of them have also a psychic dimension beyond the physical. So in the Muladhara, if you have a feeling of being threatened or anything like that, so in other words, you feel insecure for whatever reason, the Muladhara will become weak. Whereas on the other hand, the Swadhisthana will become weak when you don't take care of yourself. And then the Manipura will become weak when vitality is low. The Anahata will become weak when there is an emotional disturbance. You're angry with someone or something upset or whatever. The Vishuddhi chakra will become weak when you're unable to express yourself. And then the Ajna Chakra, of course, is the higher element. So you can understand how each one of the chakras relate both to the physical domain as well as to the psychic domain.
Very good to know.
So if you are nervous and all, what chakra we should use to become stronger? Like Muladhara chakra?
See, the thing is, you see, when you say nervous, it is essentially the nervous system is what regulates your vitality, right?
Yeah.
So what happens is when you're in that when you're nervous in that kind of this thing, it means the demands on your systems are not being adequately met with the supply of energy. So the weakness can be anywhere. Now what happens is, if you feel threatened or if you feel insecure, you can feel nervous, but then that feeling will affect the vitality that is coming through the Manipur chakra. Now if you are unable to take care of yourself and there is weakness and you're very tired, tiredness can cause nervousness because you're not taking care of yourself. So similarly, you feel angry with someone and that can make you nervous, emotional, and this thing. So when you're unable to speak what you have in your mind, you can become nervous. So nervousness is something that can work through all the chakras.
Like driving on a highway.
Well, whatever for you.
Dr. Rajan,
Yeah.
I have a question.
Thank
Yes.
you,
Is
Doctor.
there anything in the
Thank
yoga
you very much.
Thank you.
so that you can get relief for vertigo?
You're
Vertigo problem.
You're asking what will give relief for vertigo?
Yeah, because if I do on the right side this and stand back, then I feel that dizziness and spinning myself.
Okay. So now, which side do you feel? If you lean right side, you feel
Right
the
side. Right
right
side. Right side is.
Okay.
What should I do?
Okay. So the thing is, what I will suggest is
Mhm.
press on your middle finger and your little finger in the left hand only.
Oh, same time.
Only left hand.
Middle and little finger. Same time.
Yes. And what I want you to do is do slow Ujjayi. And then after you do 3 Ujjayis, continue to do Ujjayi and tilt to the right and tell me whether you feel the same. Continue doing the Ujjayi and slowly lean to the right.
Okay, sir.
Do you still feel it?
Well, not now, but how many times I can do it this? At any time?
You didn't feel the vertigo, right?
No, not. Today not.
Yes. See, what happens is, I'll explain to you what you did and why you had this problem.
Yes, sir.
You have this problem. You see, our balance is controlled by the gyros in the ear. Okay? And that is, that is connected to the throat, the
Okay.
throat chakra. Okay?
Mhm.
So what happens is, the one on your left ear is not in proper balance. I do
Okay.
not know what it is. Very often what happens is, as people age, it is really the nerve weakness, nerve connection that is affected. So if you take the left hand, press the middle finger and the ring finger, it will basically only make sure the effect of the Ujjayi and the nerve stimulation is going to the left ear. Okay, so what you can do is do this for longer periods, like 15 minutes, twice a day, thrice a day, and do it for several weeks. And after 3 months, tell me whether you feel the same.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I will.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
And Dr. Rajan, once you told middle finger and ring finger and with Ujjayi, that will improve your hearing too, you said, right? Further.
If it is related to if nerve system weakness is the source of hearing problem, it will. But on the other hand, if you have a physical, like for example, your inner ear, physically it has, there is a structural defect over there, then you can do nothing.
Okay.
This is not going to help you. See, again and again, it is very important to understand where is the source of the problem. Okay? And normally, this is not a session for me to give you therapy. In fact, the right thing is, if you were going to come for therapy, we would take the pre-post reading. If you come with a ear problem, then in which case we'll take the reading to see where is the source of the hearing problem. So if the source of the hearing problem relates to the nervous system, yes, this will help.
Thank you.
The doctor says, even for me, it's a neurological disorder. Does it mean nervous system?
What is that?
For me, it's a neurological disorder. Doctor is saying. Does it mean
Okay.
Does it mean it's a nervous system issue?
Yes, neurological disorder means there is some kind of nervous system issue, and how does it affect you?
I don't know. From it was there for a long time. Maybe genetic.
Yeah, you have a hearing loss?
Yeah, I'm wearing this.
I see.
90%. They're 90% gone.
Uh-huh. And so how do you hear me when I speak? You have hearing aid?
Yeah, I have hearing.
I see. So the thing is basically, is your hearing aid something where it is calibrated, customized for you, or is it a generic amplifier?
It's customized. That's what doctor says. Audiologist says.
I
But
see.
it
So the audiologist prescription is what is given to you. Okay.
It doesn't help me much. Longer distance, I can't hear. Still.
Okay.
I get
So
this.
the thing is basically, is it both ears or 1 year?
This both ear, but right ear is 90%, here 50%.
Okay. So do this practice.
Okay. Sometimes, yeah. Now, actually, after doing this yoga, I think it is improved. It's better. Before I can't hear like this. Now it's getting better.
Very nice.
Continuously, I'm doing for the past 2.5 years, right?
Yeah.
So that's what. One more question. When we grow old, people are saying our bone will weak and then muscles will weak. So we need to take more protein. So vegetarian protein. What do you have any recommendation? Like
See,
apart from chana?
see, the thing is, you see, what happens is, I take all these things that people say with a grain of salt. Okay. As you grow old, as you take more protein, it will create, digestive problems, and it will even create, flatulence and things like that. Okay. So the thing is basically what happens is, instead of, you have to try and figure out what is right for you. Okay. And one of the research that we are working on now is how it is you can figure out what is right for you and what is not. There are various methods available to figure out. One of it is you can go to a test, and when they do the test, they will do these, they will be able to tell you what are you allergic to and all of these things. So those kinds of tests are available. And so if you prevent anything that is not suited for you from entering you, you'll find the nadis become less clogged. That's what we call as toxins to the nadis. And so while, in normal life, you cannot prevent these things from coming on, what happens is, if you have detoxification method, like Kapalabhati is considered a very good detoxifier. Okay. And similarly, they, in Western India, they rub the bottom of the feet with bronze along with oil. and in Chinese system they do the same. But in Chinese and Japanese system, they also put herbal packs at the bottom of the feet to remove the toxins. And so there are different ways in which you can remove toxins. And if the nadis become clear, then in which case your debilitations will go down. Okay. And one of the things we have to remember is there is no way in which you can prevent death of the physical body. So the key part is to have enough ability to be functional with conscious, in other words, without losing your ability to think. But if you have that, then that is your grace. The thing is, I would not worry too much about what people say. And the one thing that is very important is that exercise is important. And as you age, weight-bearing exercise, actually when you say weight-bearing exercise, even if you push your hand against the wall, that has the same impact. Similarly, if you stand on one leg for like 5 minutes on each of the legs, that has an impact. So if you go into the regular yoga element, if you do Surya Namaskar, if you do Bhujangasana and stay there, or you do Surya Namaskar and various exercises over here, you're giving a lot of impact to various this thing. In Surya Namaskar, when you press on your hand and look up, the shoulders and the upper parts of the body can get that isometric impact. Similarly, when you are in the Parvatasana, where you're fully up and you push on your heels, the legs and the hips all feel the impact. And if you do it slowly and hold for a few seconds, like half a second or half a minute or so, that will be very impactful. So there are different ways in which you can do that. And if you can do Surya Namaskar or morning program that is going on, that will be something that will be very good for the aging. But once you have aged over here, and if you have physical issues and all of these, flexibility is more important than strength. Flexibility will give some amount of strength. But if flexibility is lost, any amount of strengthening that you try to do will create injuries. Flexibility is injuries.
So, I take your advice always and tell that whenever, whatever you do, you have to feel good.
That's right.
Good. So even if I don't feel good, that means then I will avoid next time. That word is very powerful, and I keep telling it. I'm feeling good. If not, I'll stop. That is why I'm learning.
So go ahead.
Yes. As we are speaking about aging and all these problems, can the balance be regained by doing these exercises that we are doing every day?
When you say, are you talking about physical balance instead, like if you lost your balance, or are you talking about the balance between the, how much of weight you should have, muscle mass and things like that?
No, I'm talking
Walking.
about the balance, like, when we do these bending exercises.
Yes.
Can we regain, like, I cannot bend without feeling like I'm going to fall.
Okay.
And
basically, yes, I can answer the question for you. See, what happens is, first is you need to have flexibility. And remember, this session is not meant as a therapeutic session for each person. It's meant as a general session that covers all aspects. Okay? Now, what happens is, for you, in order to regain balance, you have to daily practice for about 5 to 15 minutes, standing on one leg at a time. Okay?
That is difficult.
What you can do is you can hold something for balance, but only stand on one leg.
Okay.
Okay? Hold something and try not to hold, and hold if you need to. And 5 to 15 minutes if you do on each leg, and you do this daily For a period of 3 months, you'll find your balance will improve.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else? Any questions?
Thank you so much, Dr. Rajan. Really, I will try it.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rajan.
Thank you.
Okay.
Dr. Rajan.
So nice of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You